Hi lovely people of this channel, this is Maya looking at you with a big smile because she just survived her bath. Mikey was there for moral support, but yeah, Maya the big floof bear just had her bath, and as I do that so rarely, well every few weeks really, but relatively rarely, I wanted to show her off to you. So she's still very damp here, but it's a hot summer's day out, so she'll be just fine drying off very quickly. So we got all that coat nice and wet and shampooed and put conditioner in. It's all organic stuff, you guys. I don't want to put conventional stuff with lots of chemicals on my dog's fur and most importantly their skin, because it can cause irritations, dry skin, dandruff, and all kinds of weird things on the skin. So her floofy tail's the one that's most difficult to get all wet and soaked. So it's a real effort, but I'll show you the setup here. So we have this bathroom here. First of all, the towel that we put on the floors here in the exit area, and also inside the bathroom. A towel goes over the clothes that I'm hanging here because I can't wear too much otherwise in the shower, otherwise it'll all get wet. There we have the shower, and what I do is put a pump spray, like a pump soap, right there in the corner, and use our organic conditioner as well after. Then I just take the shower head and bathe her, and she'll go in there without problems. I can try demonstrate. Maya, come here. Good girl. Can you go in there again for me? Just to show the people. Do you want to go in there? She says she's kind of over it for today, but that's fine. That's fine, not gonna force her here. But yeah, this is just about a step in to show you how big this is or how small. Enough space for her to stand here, so I can take the shower head and, just work her like this very easily. On both sides, she holds quite still during that time. Wasn't always the case, but now she does. And after that, I towel her off. I make sure the ears are dry. So I take the towel, go right in the ears, and take away any moisture so that we're not getting any nasty infections or anything. And there she is, happily smiling at me and being nice and cooled down, no doubt. Mikey here will be will be his turn tomorrow. So yeah, I hope this is helpful a little bit and encouraging to you guys. If you got big fluffy dogs that you don't need to visit a public dog wash. If you don't want to, you don't need to bring them to the groomer. You can really do everything yourself. Save money, save the car trip, save the stress for the dog as well. Because at the groomer, I don't know if everyone knows that, but what ends up happening with dogs that are new to the groomer sometimes, and I'm hearing this from several people, it's not just, me guessing it, but they can get really uncomfortable standing around for extended periods of time while a complete stranger is washing them and brushing them, unless they're used to that from early on, like from 4 months onward. If you bring them there, they can gradually get used to this, but there's no chance Maya would tolerate this because she doesn't trust strangers. She doesn't allow strangers to touch her, let alone bathe her and brush her and keep her on a little choke lead, I would have almost said. But yeah, basically a slip lead. I think they put around their neck the so-called grooming loop, and the dogs have to stand quite still and not try to get off the table, because if they do, the air supply gets cut off, and that's how I've been told how dogs learn really quickly to stand still at the groomer. But I can imagine for your pet it might not be the nicest experience, unless of course they've been very carefully trained by a very, humane and loving and patient groomer from an early age onward to hold still with lots of positive reinforcement. But I don't know, is it just me, or am I not trusting other people with my dog easily? So that's why I wouldn't even have gone that route with her, because knowing how much time it takes to fully groom her. I mean, look at all that floof. That is such a dense double coat, and that's after I've been brushing it out and brushing it out for the last few days. because she's had another major shedding spree after the temperature started to soar. That is still a very thick, tough coat, and it just takes time, it takes patience, and I just feel best knowing that I take care of her and she can go through the grooming steps in her own time. She doesn't need to have everything done on the same day, like the bath and the brush and the little nail trims and the little ear cleans that needs happening every few weeks too, well, 1 week really in summer especially. So yeah, that's why I groom my dog myself. I groom all my dogs myself, but of course the little nuggets here, the beagles, they don't require much. In fact, all you need to do, in my opinion, for beagle de-shedding is take your hand, which is a bit wet from Maya still, and rub gently against the growing direction of the coat. Rubby rub, and out comes the old dead hairs that have already been pushed out of the skin but haven't fallen out of the coat yet. And then you have hairs. Mikey's not shedding now, so it's not very productive exercise, but even so, look at this. This is what you get, how easy you get a beagle groomed. I do have a grooming mitt for dogs for them, but frankly, I just use my hands. It's the most effective way for me. So there you go, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.